time for number 6. On the left side, we're solving for x and y if it's present, and on the right side, we're graphing all of those. Kind of a lot like last one. Okay, so we're going to move on to number 1. You solve for x and y, as in get the values of x and y. This first one is almost solved for x, like we can almost substitute, but the problem is it has this little negative in front. So you need to take that entire first equation, times it by -1, because that's going to give you the real equation that you'll be able to substitute. And so take everything and basically switch the sign. That's what happens when you times by -1. So now we're going to get positive 4 and subtract 5y. Okay, so now we know what x is. We can take what x is equal to and plug it in for x. So we're going to do that. Second equation, 2, parenthesis, 4 minus 5y. Because that's what x is, and we still got minus 5y here, and equals -37. Okay, from here, distribute your 2, because we're trying to get the y's together, all by themselves on the left side, everything else on the right. So 2 times 4 gives you 8. 2 times a -5y is -10y, and we got to subtract 5y after that, and it still equals -37. Combine like terms, and I'm going to subtract 8 while I'm at it, to kind of save on paper. So the 8's are gone on the left side. -10y minus 5y is -15y. And then on the right side, we've got -37 minus 8. So if you're negative and you're subtracting more, you're going to go deeper in the hole. This one's going to get you to -45. We need to get y by itself, so divide by that -15 there. And -45 divided by -15 is going to be positive 3, because negative divided by negative is positive. So we got y equals 3. Now that we have this, take it and plug it into your equation to figure out what x is. Here, let me put that on the right side here. So x is equal to 4 minus 5 times 3. And so here we got to do 5 times 3, which is 15. So it's 4 minus 15. That's going to give us x equals -9. And we're done with that one. It only took 2.5 minutes. Move on, next one. Okay, this one we got to solve both of them for x. Just take the left one, solve for x, take the right one, solve for x. Do them separately, and that's pretty much it. So left one, you got to subtract the 2. Work outside in. 3 minus 2 is 1. That's going to be less than 4x. You got to divide by the 4. Divide by the 4. And you'll get 1/4 being less than x, or x is greater than 1/4. Okay, there's our left one. That's beautiful. Right one, you got to add 2. Remember, work outside in. So the subtract 2 is farther away from x. So deal with that first by adding 2. 19 plus 2 is 21. Now we got to get x by itself, so divide by the 3. That's with the x. You'll get x is less than 7. And that one's done. Moving on to number 3. We got to solve for x. So realize we got the x's right there. You got to like dig it out. Okay, you got to get all the pieces out. So to get rid of the parentheses, you have to distribute the 4. You'll get 4x plus 4y, I mean not 4y, 4w, equals r minus 8w. Okay, we got to get x by itself, that piece there. So we'll subtract 4w from both sides. You notice there are w's on the right side, so we'll be combining those. It doesn't combine with the r, but it combines with the 8w. If you got subtract 8w and subtract 4 more w's, you're sitting at -12w. And now, just one last step, you gotta divide by that 4 to get x by itself. So divide both sides by 4. You get x equals r minus 12w divided by 4. And yeah, that's done. Ta-da!